Benitez. It bothered him in the 7th round, but it's been under control since.
Could you ever remember seeing a fight where fighters are at this distance from each other and not landing very often? It really is a testimony to how well these fighters slip punches.
Yes.
Good right hand and a left hook by Benitez there.
I think the thing that has most surprised me has been the lack of inside work by Benitez.
When he gets there and can work those combinations to the body, it's been effective for him. And Sugar Ray goes downstairs with his own left hook.
Right hand scoring for Leonard. Benitez coming through with a couple of right hands. Now Benitez picking up the action and scores with a right hand. And Leonard tying up the champion.
Probably the best exchange of the fight.
An exchange of left hooks. Leonard tries to go to the body.
Both fighters taking more risks now. Benitez, of course, it's important to take these risks. He's landing good jabs, but Leonard with a good combination.
Benitez smiles and shakes his head, but Leonard's right-left worked and scored effectively late in round 9. And this is a very close round because both fighters have scored very well. Final seconds of the 9th round. We'll be right back. Sam Rosen and Al Bernstein, you're watching Super Bouts. This is the battle for the welterweight championship. Sugar Ray Leonard, the challenger. Wilfred Benitez, the champion. The fight at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. This is round 10, scheduled for 15. How'd you score that 9th round? Very close round.
Well, I would have given it to Benitez because of by a very, very narrow margin. I thought he did perhaps the more effective work, but Leonard landed on good combinations as well. That's typical of portions of this fight. I think Leonard, you'd have to feel Leonard's ahead at this point, but as you see the left hook land from Benitez, he has closed the gap here in the last couple rounds, and he is certainly landing more often.
That overhand right came up a little short by Benitez. Very slow start to this fight by the champion, Wilfred Benitez. He has started to pick up the action in the last couple of rounds.
Sugar Ray now switching his attack to the body, and there's the combination punching from Benitez, which has been absent during a lot of this fight. Against Carlos Palomino, when he won the welterweight title, Benitez showed tremendous hand speed and good combinations, but in that fight he laid against the ropes counterpunching against Palomino. He's been in the center of the ring tonight against Sugar Ray.
This is the 9th fight of 1979 for Sugar Ray Leonard. 3rd fight of the year for Wilfred Benitez. He won the championship in January over Carlos Palomino in a 15-round decision. And then defended March 25th against Harold Weston. Both those fights in San Juan. Blood trickling down the forehead of Benitez as he moves in and works the body on Leonard.
And there Benitez doubled up with the left hook, something he's not done often in this fight.
Nice move by Leonard, and then gives us the old bolo action.
Good body work by Sugar Ray. Both these fighters heating up now, and we are seeing, I think, the true test of their skills, and we're seeing a little more action.
Very little dancing on the part of Sugar Ray Leonard, but the movement has been short but effective.
And there's a good example of it. A little walk to the right to give Benitez a different look, and then tries to hit him from a different angle.
Late in round 10. Scheduled for 15 for the WBC Welterweight Championship. And we come to the bell. Getting set for round 11, Sugar Ray Leonard ready to come out of the corner. Wilfred Benitez taking a little more time on the stool. I've got Sugar Ray ahead in this fight, but I think Benitez may be closing the gap the last couple of rounds. Al.
He's fought well in the last couple of rounds, and I think the key to it from Benitez's standpoint is he has taken more risks. He's tried to get inside, double up with his punches, and work the body. Oh, big right by Leonard.
Pretty combination. Came behind that left hand with the right. Benitez backing up and smiling and waving to Sugar Ray to come on in. Sugar Ray looking very smart. What a performance.
And the power edge for Sugar Ray has been decisive in this fight. He has had the bigger punches.
Well, you talked about at the open, Al, about Sugar Ray Leonard and whether TV had made him the fighter he is. No, he has made himself the fighter he is.
And this performance a good indication of it. He's an excellent boxer, and whatever exposure he may get, it's because he has skills to back it up.
Outstanding performance as he concludes 3 years as a pro against the 6-year veteran, Wilfred Benitez. Benitez the champion, Leonard the challenger. Look at the work on the inside, the work to the body.
Here's where Benitez has to win. He has to win the war in the trenches, because on the outside, Leonard, by and large, has been the master.
And he's not really winning it. We're past the midway point of the 11th round.
Both fighters fighting well on the inside, but I think, as you say, Leonard a little sharper in there.
Leonard still slipping those punches well. Benitez a little cautious to make his move. The left hand seemed to shake Benitez a little bit, and when Sugar Ray realized it, then he came on in behind it, and here he comes, opening up here in the 11th round. Benitez backed up, and Leonard opening up, measuring his man, scoring with the left hook.
Benitez cannot languish on those ropes. Leonard picking him apart, but that's where Benitez can counterpunch from. Let's see if he can do it against Leonard.
Leonard working the body effectively. Benitez just tapping back, really, to back Leonard off, but Benitez not moving off the ropes. Most of Benitez punches missing. Less than 30 seconds to go in the 11th round. A real good round for Sugar Ray Leonard. Try to wind up and knock out Wilfred Benitez with one punch.
This is the posture against the ropes from which he devastated Palomino and Harold Weston, but not working as well against Sugar Ray.
Short left hook scores for Benitez. A little flurry lands for Benitez. Final seconds of the 11th round. Round 12, scheduled for 15, the WBC Welterweight Championship on the line. Sugar Ray Leonard, the challenger, Wilfred Benitez, the champion. Benitez was down late in the 3rd round from a straight left hand, suffered a cut on the forehead in the 6th round from a collision of heads. And we talked about the conditioning of both fighters. This, of course, the longest that Sugar Ray Leonard has ever gone in a professional fight.
Never been past 10, and that's another question people have been asking leading up to this fight, but he looks fresh. Of course, Benitez, as we pointed out, has gone 15 with Weston and Palomino.
The left hand has scored very well for Sugar Ray Leonard in this fight. Leonard, 23 years old. Benitez, 21. Benitez, 6 years experience as a pro. Leonard, 3 years a pro. This combination by Benitez, and scored well with the left hook.
Benitez has been more effective since about the 5th or 6th round, when he really started using that left hook more, and that's a good punch for him.
Carlos Padilla, the referee. Leonard getting a left hook in there that scored. That's the midway point of the 12th round.
Pace slowed again after it was a little quicker in the 2 previous rounds.
Benitez staying out in the middle of the ring in this round as opposed to the previous round when he was backed up against the ropes.
Well, he was hurt in the 11th round, and then once he got on the ropes, decided, well, let's stay here and see if I can counterpunch well against Leonard. Found out he couldn't, and so, as you said, they're back in the center of the ring.
And that cut on the forehead of Wilfred Benitez has not bothered him the last few rounds. They've done an excellent job in his corner. Real sharp collision of heads in the 6th round. Leonard just wobbled momentarily. Benitez came away with a bad cut that bothered him in the 7th round. Very quiet 12th round here in this 15-rounder at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas.